Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we will be doing a tarot reading for the Disappearance of George Smith. Before I begin, I would like to invite you to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button so that you'll get notified every time I upload. I will upload a new video every week, and for all of my subscribers I offer a free tarot reading, so you can just message me to my Instagram or to my email. All of the details will be on the description box below. George Allen Smith IV was an American man who disappeared overboard from the Royal Caribbean International cruise ship MS Brilliance of the Seas in July 2005 under suspicious circumstances. Smith mysteriously disappeared in the early morning hours of July 5, 2005, and evidence suggested that foul play might have been involved. Bloodstains were found in his cabin as well as on the side of the ship, and it appeared that he might have been tossed off the ship or fallen overboard and drowned. The police suspected homicide. George Smith and his wife Jennifer were on a cruise with Royal Caribbean on their honeymoon. This changed on July 5, 2005, when a passenger noticed a metal overhang was covered with blood. George Smith was never seen again. The leading suspect in this disappearance was originally a 20-year-old man named Rusty Kaufman. He was the last person to see George Smith alive. They got drunk together after Jennifer Smith was seen leaving George. She was reported as looking upset. After Kaufman and Smith were done drinking, Kaufman escorted him to his room. Later that night, Kaufman was also accused of raping a young woman but was never brought to trial. Another suspect is Gregory Rosenberg, another man seen with Smith and Kaufman. George Smith's body has not been found, so he is still considered missing. Okay, so let's just start with the reading. Okay, let's see what we have here. We have the Fool, Mother of Swords, Ace of Wands, the World, Three of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Six of Swords, and Father of Pentacles. I feel that the Fool here tells me that he's someone who will make friends easily, but somehow naive, because he will trust people easily as well. So I feel like he was trusting wrong people, and that led to what happened to him. And the Father of Pentacles here, the energy feels like, I don't know if he's rich, loaded, but he seemed to have that kind of persona, and in a way he showed it to the new friend that he met on the cruise and made him a target of bad people. I feel that whoever done this wanted something from him. And here we have the World and the Ten of Pentacles. The World here represents how he met new people from around the world, different places, different countries. And the Ten of Pentacles here feels to me like they were showing off to each other, like how much money they made. Probably not obvious, like not directly, but passive-aggressive kind of way. And here's the Mother of Swords. I feel that this represents his wife's energy. I'm not really sure if she was involved in this, but because she was represented by Mother of Swords here, I feel like she might have something to do with what happened. But we'll get to it later, because I'm gonna draw more cards and see if I can pick up more about her energy. And with the Three of Wands here, I feel that she was planning to do something that involves going or moving, or this could be that the cruise ship was her idea. And here we have the Ace of Wands. This, I think, represents how they just started their new life and that they are planning to build a family from then on. Now I would like to draw more cards to get more insight about this case. Now let's see what we have. We have the Five of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Temperance, the Emperor, Three of Wands, Queen of Chalices, the Sun, Father of Swords, and Ten of Swords. Okay, so I feel that the Five of Pentacles here represents how this was about money, and I feel like at first this wasn't supposed to be a murder. Whoever done this, the goals were about money, taking something out of him, but then it turned out to be something more than that. The Five of Swords here represents how the murder took place. I feel that this tells us that it was more than one person involved in this. I believe that at least two people were involved. And the Temperance here represents that, yeah, he fell to the ocean, and that's why we couldn't find his body. Here we have the Queen of Chalices, which I feel that this is another energy of George's wife, but here represented by the Queen of Chalices. And then we have another Three of Wands here. Okay, we'll get back to it later, but I feel that this represents how she was intoxicated. I think that she was heavily intoxicated during what happened to George took place. We have the Father of Swords here, which I believe represents another energies of George Smith, and this will be coupled with the Mother of Swords here. So I feel that the energy of her from the first deck wasn't about her involvement in this, but more of how she felt towards him. I feel that they have a disagreement. Here's what I think happened. I think that she at first was in a position where she thinks that she can be the one who made the decision, and then he will go with the flow. But then during the trip, I think that they have a disagreement about how their future's gonna be, or something like that. And I think that she had planned something, and he may have a different opinion about the plan that she had. So they had this disagreement. Here's with the Ten of Swords, I feel that he was murdered. It wasn't like he fell accidentally from the balcony. I feel that the people who brought him back to his room were responsible for what happened. I think at first it started with some sort of blackmailing or robbing him, but then he said something or fight back, and they have to do something to stop him, so they threw him off from the balcony. The first shadow card is Ten of Wands. I feel that this represents how they carry his body up the balcony, so he fell, and that's how he disappeared. And the Illumination card here, I feel that there's something that they did or said that if the police were digging more about, they will find more truth to what happened that night and what happened to George. I feel like the police missed something here from the crime scene, from the whole thing that was happening. I think that actually the murderer left a clue, but it's somehow missed by the police or the investigators. Now from the oracle we have relationship harmony, chakra clearing, and healthy lifestyle. I think that this speaks about how George and his wife started a new family. They were starting a new thing in their life, embarking a new path in their life. I think that this trip's supposed to give them a lot of time to think about what they really want and bonding to each other. But something bad happened and it destroys their lives, and he had no chance to start a new family, start his new life, his new beginnings, because of the irresponsible people. Yeah, I think that is all the reading for the Disappearance of George Smith. Once again, this is for entertainment purpose only. I don't mean to offend anybody here. I would like to hear your thoughts about this case, so please share it in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in my next Unsolved Cases reading.